Howdy guys, I am back with the Banner Saga. Last time we came across a village overrun by dredge, but there was one varl left alive and he fought with us. I'm not sure exactly how sane he is. I guess we're about to find out. Kind of a bummer, my game actually didn't save after the last episode, so I had to go do that fight from last episode over again, but I think everything is basically the same, so let's go ahead and play. So our new friend here is named Sigbjorn. Welcome to my mead house, Sigbjorn's House of Mead. Wasn't expecting a varl this far south, or this drunk. I can see that. There are people huddled in the corners of the mead hall looking on with uneasiness. Who are all these? Who are you people? No, they're friends. They made this place. It's not really mine. You lured Dredge back to a room full of unarmed people? What is wrong with you? Come on, I saved everyone in here. They shared some fine drink, the best drink. Wait, I was saving your ass. Remember that part? If you knew you'd come up here, you could have told me. What do we do with this guy? Let's see, we're not getting involved. Anyone here is welcome to join us. How much meat is left? Man, I trusted Onef and got burned for it. Maybe I need to stop trusting people, but I don't really feel like the varl are particularly untrustworthy. How much meat is left? The townspeople show you a huge stack of barrels filled with quality mead and help you haul them back to the caravan. I'll miss this place. Good memories. I wasn't inviting you guys, I was just trying to take the supplies, but alright, I guess that worked out for me. With some help, you gather up the casks of mead and head back to the caravan, Sigbjorn and the other survivors in tow. The caravan gives a boisterous varl a large berth as you set out for Boersgard. Alright, so I guess I have more friends after leaving Ravnik anyway. Didn't really want more people, but I definitely needed the supplies. I've only got 8 days worth of supplies. I really don't know if I have enough to get us there or not. What did I do? Sigbjorn wakes in a pool of his own sick. Why am I surrounded by small people? The other clansmen let him sleep off his drunken stupor on the ground, and this morning he's paying the price. Let's see, I can help him recover, post some guards nearby just in case, and leave and make sure he doesn't follow. He seems alright. Let's help him recover. Reluctantly, your clansmen offer any food or drink they can scrounge together for the moaning varl. When one offers thin mead, he pushes it away. In fact, take this away from me, he says, handing you his massive mead stein. Eventually, Sigbjorn comes to you. I won't get into details, he says. I was supposed to bring those casks from Rainavik back to Boersgard. I drank maybe half. By accident. Point is, Sigbjorn continues, you don't tell anybody what happened, and I won't tell anyone about the meat you got, okay? Trust me on this one. You agree and get back to travel. Gained item Yorlf's blessing, so I'm guessing our little varl friend didn't stick around, but we got a cool item and we got some supplies, so that's fine. A large trail of blood leads to a clearing where you find a large, wounded varl. He is gnawing on his shield, swearing at no one in particular, and occasionally slamming his cudgel on the ground. If not for the heavy bleeding, you'd leave this one alone without a second thought. I can leave food and medicine and walk away. We can help if you want it. Try to have healers tend to his wounds, abandon the varl, and move on. Have the healers tend to his wounds. Two women cautiously step toward the giant with a few poultices. As one gently locates the bleeding wound, the varl's eyes widen. He slams her to the ground. He manages to kill the other healer with his weapon before your warriors cut him down. The others say nothing as you wordlessly return to the caravan. Oh, here I am again. You know, I'm sitting here trying to help people, and I pay the price for it, I guess. I guess I just need to ignore people. I don't know why I keep wanting to help, and I keep getting burned for it. Like, more supplies missing, the woman by a wagon says to you. And look, tracks. Right here, they look like children's footprints, but my husband and I followed them into the wilderness a ways. They meet up with some adult tracks, no telling how many. Alright, so I can round up and question the children, question parents about their children, send scouts to look for anyone following you, and or have the children watched carefully. Like, I put guards by the supplies. Like, nothing should be leaving the caravan. I don't understand why this is happening. There needs to be a fortification of guards around my entire supplies. So I'm going to... Parents are in cohorts with their children, so questioning them is going to do no good. I can round them up and question them. I can send scouts to look for anyone, or have the children watched. I'm thinking either questioning the kids, or sending out some scouts. I think I'm gonna send scouts. Send scouts. Send someone I can trust to look for anyone following me. You round up some volunteers. There goes all my supplies. You round up some volunteers who depart quietly. They return that evening with reports of a few tracks that ultimately lead nowhere. Someone may be trying to hide their tracks, but you don't have time to continue the search. I'm getting so frustrated with this game and the whole supply situation. I may as well just stop buying the damn things, honestly. I think I'm going to, and see what happens when I have no supplies, because I get them, I lose them.
As we pass steep cliffs, the sprawl of Boersgard comes into view. A city of contrasting rich and poor, opportunity and gamble. Our best hope for salvation, or our graves.
Like, if I ever play this game again, I'm seriously... Ooh, I'm already on chapter 7. Well, if I ever play this game again, I'm definitely doing it with a guide to help me pick the better choices, because I apparently just make crappy choices. And, you know, I've got to complain for a second. I'm sorry, guys. It's like... I don't really feel like the choices impact the story at all, which I think is kind of a bummer. It'd be kind of cool if maybe different things happened based on my choices, but the only thing my choices seem to do is affect who joins me, who leaves, and how much renown and supplies I get. So basically there's always one really good choice and then several less than good choices, or there's always the least bad choice you can make. So it's just kind of a bummer, because I wish it weren't that way. I wish that every choice I made didn't have some damn consequence. I feel frustrated because I feel like I can never win, basically. I can't make a good choice without something happening. Anyway, I'm done ranting. I'm gonna get back to reading the story now. Finally, you arrive at Boersgard, where the walls stretch for miles in both directions and are littered with the bodies of dredge, varl, and men. "Excuse the mess," shouts a voice from above the gates. Looking up, you spy a striking varl, his face weathered with matted black hair. Movement at the gate catches your eye. Dredge are still banging on the gate doors without luck. "Let us in!" you shout. Sigbjorn... Oh, I guess he did stick around. Sigbjorn pushes past. "I won't be hearing the end of this for a while," he says, before yelling, "Open up, Bulwark! They dug me out in Reykjavik." You hear a laugh echoing on the wind as the doors creak. A dozen armed men led by the massive varl make quick work of the dredge and usher you into the city. Alright, they got it on lockdown here, it sounds like. "You may be interested to know they brought a mender." Whoa, this guy is huge. Look at him. He's so cool. He's got like bear cloth cape cloak thing, and his nose, look at him, his nose is just flaring, and looks like he lost his horns maybe in combat. I'm guessing that didn't feel good. You didn't go to get a mender? Where's the Mead? Hey, they left out an apostrophe here. Alright. Sigbjorn shrugs apologetically. I guess the mender will do. Either we've got a chance now or we're completely screwed. I'm Rook. We've come a long ways, some as far as Skoger. Are you in charge here? In charge of the governor, I suppose. Listen, if you have something to tell him, say it now, otherwise you're on your own. I don't care where you go, but stirring up trouble is probably the only reason you'll see me again. It won't be to talk. Mender, come along. We're going to go see the governor. Bolverk and Sigbjorn leave with Eyvind, who goes willingly, signaling that he's fine. Fane, this is just like Frostveller all over again. This is nothing like Frostveller. The one in bearskin is probably leading the ravens. Ravens? Is that good or bad? It depends on who they're working for. Hopefully it really is the governor, not someone trying to strong-arm their way into his seat. I guess we wait for Eyvind to tell us, if he comes back. I'm not worried about Eyvind. I'm worried about the army of refugees we brought who don't belong here. You're probably right. Nobody ever uttered a nice thing about Boersgard. So what now? We ought to go to the docks and see what our options are, in case we need to leave quickly. Did you notice the city guards when we came in? What guards? I have a feeling the ravens are all they've got left. Something serious went down. And when Bellower gets here, he's going to walk right through this place without even breaking his stride. Let's keep that to ourselves for now. So, the docks. Oh man, this game. Alright, so we've got the market and the docks. Let's check out the docks here. When you see the docks, hold on, let's try this again. When you get to the docks, your heart sinks. Not a longship to be seen aside from wrecks. Bodies float in the water. Buildings are trashed and boarded up. What happened here? Murmurs Let. They're all gone, says Eyvind, approaching alone. I see you had the same thought as me. What is going on here? Eyvind, you're okay. I'm fine. It wasn't a lie. The governor is here. He's in hiding. Why? Since the dredge started appearing, anyone with a ship and half a wit left long ago. People can't leave by foot. Food is scarce. The markets are bare. Boersgard is a fire keg waiting for someone to tip it over. So the governor's paying the ravens to protect him against his own people. And keep the peace, so to speak. It's more like a massacre anytime there's a hint of an uprising. Where does that leave us? I promised him the Mender's protection in Arborang. I don't think he's very popular there. They're going to start tearing this place down to build new ships. We can ride the Ormsa River all the way to the capital, leaving another perfectly good city behind. How long will it take to build new ships? Hold on, what happens to the people living in Boersgard? It's the best I could do, Alette. He thought it could take as long as a month. You don't usually make ships out of scrap lumber. As soon as people figure out what's going on here, there's going to be riots in the streets. A month? Why bother? Bellower will be here within the week, if not sooner. I'm open to suggestions. Man, that's how I feel, Eyvind. With me and Eyvind, I wasn't sure about him at first. Still didn't really care for him, but now I get you. I get you, Eyvind. I'm open to suggestions. All y'all want to do is complain. Everyone just complains constantly. Y'all figure out what the hell to do. Quit leaving me in charge to make the choices. I am open to suggestions. I feel you, brother. I feel you, Eyvind. Gods be damned, is there no end to this? That's how I feel. Ivor roars in frustration, leaving you standing by the docks. Alette gives you a worried look before chasing after him. Ivan, what do we do about Bellower? Ivan says nothing for a moment. I don't know. Well, that was very productive. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here for now. Next time we'll go talk to Ivor and see what he has to say. Looks like he's at the gates here. Thank you guys so much for watching me play the Banner Saga, and I'll have another episode for you soon. Thanks again, and bye for now.